Yes. Turn this down. There's a battle going on right now for the heart and soul of the market. We're going up, we're going down. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Here, let's kill the comments for a second. That much gathers more is true on every plane of existence, and that loss leads to greater loss is equally true. There was a young man on here the other day, and he was saying he'd started with $120,000 through trading options, turned it into 18,000. It's terrible. That shouldn't happen. I'm pretty sure he was trading alone, not listening to people, trying to hit home runs. What he should have done, took that $120,000, went and bought a rental property, put about $10,000 into a trading account, then went and bought a second one, and then worked this game day after day. That's what he should have done. That's what I would have told him to do. That much gathers more is true on every plane of existence, and that loss leads to greater loss is equally true. Mind is creative, and conditions, environment, and all experiences in life are the result of our habitual predominant mental attitude. This is why, like, if you buy a book from me, let's say you've got the money flow, right? You got this book right here. I send you these things called the 10 Pillars of Success. And the thought behind that is pillar number 1, how you think is everything. And pillar number 10, take full responsibility. The other 8 are common sense. Right? The other 8 are common sense. I mean, like, when in the Bible, Jesus was walking and these guys stopped him and they said, "Hey man, can you break all this down for us? You know, there's a lot of books, it's complicated. Can you just summarize all this shit for us?" And Jesus said, "Yeah. It's simple, man. You don't need to read all these books. You don't need to do all that. You can. It'll help you, but you don't need to. It's pretty simple, man. Love God. And love your neighbor as you love God." There you go. I summarized the whole thing for you. But we as human beings, now it's like, oh, it can't be that easy, man. I need a little bit more. What about blah, 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 blah. Yeah, love God, love your neighbor. But what about if the government, no, love God, love your neighbor. But what about if they're really mean to us? No, love God, love your neighbor. That's too easy, man. See, stocks can only do 3 things. They can only go up, down, or sideways. That's it. And they used to teach that concept. You guys think it's about picking stocks and tickers and this. It ain't about any of that shit. You're surrounded by winning stocks you don't even buy. They've been delivering Amazon packages to your house the whole fucking ride. You guys are like, well, I don't know what to buy. You didn't know to buy Facebook? That's complicated for you? You didn't know that? You use Snapchat. You didn't know about buying that? I mean, how could a guy know about Spotify? It's such a secret. Or Ford. How do you pick stocks, Gerald? I get this all the time. I don't know. Open your eyes. See, the moment you want to receive, it's everywhere, man. Look at Ford. You're still trying to buy a biotech or something. Ford just goes up. Look at this. And so this pattern here, and it's not perfect, man. It's not supposed to be perfect. You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Matter of fact, perfection's not even that beautiful. It's the imperfections. What makes a house beautiful are the imperfections. You hear me smash a lot on landlords because to them, real estate is paper. It's something that you sign. It's like you give it to a manager. Other people do everything. To me, that's not investing. It is. I'm not arguing the fact that it is technically investing. I get that. But to me, it's not. It's not, man. It's not operating inside the money flow. Like, you ain't ever touched every door handle, opened every cabinet, flushed the toilet, turned on every light. You ever see me work on a house? It's like love, making love, man. You ever see me rub my hands on the wall? I'm looking for imperfections. And that shit ain't complicated, dude. Some of the least intelligent people in our society do that for a living. There are immigrants who come to this country, they can't even speak English. They're not even on the internet, and they can do drywall. They got no money. You got a phone in your hand, money in the bank, can't figure it out. I got guys driving a Mercedes, sent me a picture yesterday. I got 200 G's. How do I do this real estate thing? I don't know. Open your fucking eyes. You've been in it your whole life. How do you do stocks? I don't know. How many Fords did you pass today? Look at Ford. This is just one. We can go through a bunch, man. We don't need no stock pick. You don't need the Money Flow Society. You don't need the Wealth Squad. They're everywhere, man. The value of the Money Flow Gang or Wealth Society isn't the stocks. Like, damn, if you need help picking stocks, you're just dumb. Like, you just choose stupidity. You're just choosing it because it's everywhere. You can't help but see stocks. You drove by 500 of them on the way to work today. What the society or the Wealth Squad offers you is like-mindedness. People on the same thing trying to accomplish the same goal. It's community. So, like, there's people that come in with me and they get on the text service and they just want some stock picks. They're fucking losers. They're not going to make any money, man. They're not. They're not going to hold them. They don't have the conviction. They haven't read on them. They haven't studied them. They don't put themselves. These are people that blow out, dude. They come in and then they go. Oh, it's busy at work. Okay, it's busy at my work. And it's because they're not connected, right? They're not connected. They're like watching church on TV. They don't go. But people who go, guess what? They get indoctrinated, right? And so success from this comes through indoctrination. In other words, you have to indoctrinate yourself. Look where Ford stopped, right where it stopped before. That's where we expected it to stop, right? Now, it doesn't mean the run is over, but that's where it stopped, right? Look where it stopped down here, man. Almost on the T, a little bit off. Look, it's not a perfect science, right? But look how we build it. What you're going to gain out of being around me or any other group, and I don't care which one you pick, man. Don't matter to me. But all you guys in like 8 groups, you're all fucking scattered. That's all solo ranger shit. That's all that is. You ain't fooling me, man. You don't know shit. That's why you in 8 groups. You ain't fooling me, man. You might fool somebody else. I'm rich. You ain't fooling me. I've been down that path. I've been trading 20 years. Ain't shit you're doing fooling me, man. You're scattered. You playing options. You're doing this. You're doing that. Doing this. Doing that. You ain't good at any of it. You think you are. Can't be. Oh, you're Bo Jackson? You know how many Bo Jacksons there are? Ask Michael Jordan. Huh? Oh, you can do everything, huh? Trading is not about stock picking. I mean, that helps. But that's the easy part, man. You can Google top 20 stocks and then follow them. Shit ain't complicated. You can go over here and Google meme stocks from Reddit, put them in a folder and follow them. That's not the hard part, man. The hard part is getting money in your account. The hard part is sticking with it when shit's going down. It never, like, I've been doing the Money Flow group now 2 years. And it's the same complaints, same happiness, same excitement, because we're people and we all have the same emotions. You're not different than me. We're all the same. We got the same problems in life, same shit, family, jobs, You got your personal issues. Some of you are addicted to drugs and shit. Don't tell anybody. Smoke weed every day, popping pills. Got all kind of problems. Nobody can tell, but it's there. I know that. You're sad, fucking secretly depressed. That's everybody, man. That's how life works. Life is suffering. It don't change. It works that way for everybody. You're not going to escape that. The guy that looks like he's got it together most, he probably is scaredest. So that's what a group brings to you, man. To keep you on track. Because your wife probably ain't, most of you give up on stocks if your girlfriend told you to. Or if your wife said stop trading, you'd be done. Or if your husband said you need to quit that, okay, baby. That's how easy. Their dream can be stolen because someone else said don't do it. Or I got to work overtime at work. Okay, what does that got to do with anything? When I was visiting Ashton on this thing, and this is more important than stock picks, man. You say, oh, what stock did you pick? Man, come on. That's easy. Once you can identify boxes, that shit's easy, man. Some people right now on this thing right now, you don't have your stocks in a list. Like you're typing them in. If you have to go up here and type in your stocks every time, bro, you're behind. You should be able to click here, come over here, click ARC list, right? Click view all, and pull up all the stocks that Kathy Woods follows. That's going to take you about 20 minutes to set up, right? And then you can just come over here and you just start going down the list. What are we looking for? Stage ones maybe, right? Oh my God, look at this. Look at BEKE. Say, Gerald, how do you pick stocks? Well, I just picked one. I went to their fund. I said, what does the fund own? I put it into a chart list, and now I get to watch it. Someone else did the analysis for me. The only reason they own this is they like it. And then I could go look, and I could confirm this with something like tip ranks. Let me pull up tip ranks. And let's see, what is that stock worth? This is how easy stock picking is. This is not your problem. Picking stocks is not your problem. It's your fucking mind. That's your problem. So let's see. What did they got on it? Where are we at? BEKE. Ooh. They got it. They don't like it as much as Kathy does. They got a $25 target. Damn. So now we got to do a little research. What do? We do a little research. It wakes people up, right? My man over here said it hopes it wakes people. That's my goal. My goal is not to create a stock trading service. People think that's it. That's not the goal, man. Anybody can pick stocks, dude. Ain't nothing fucking complicated about that. You know, you just got to be able to, let's see. We're just going down the list. And we could just go down the list. This is boring. But my point is, and so let's say you got a buy and hold portfolio or crypto, right? And you can do this on any software you're using. It's not this one. So I run 5 portfolios. Oh, look at this, pet stocks. I like to keep an eye on pet stocks. A lot of pet stocks, pharmaceuticals, store, retail, right? Pet stocks. Just something I like to read. I started reading on it, started following it. I don't need someone to tell me that, man. Right? I'm reading articles, I'm reading Barron's. What is that? I'm being in the money flow. Right? And I come over here and I could click portfolio. Whoa, look at alt's getting smashed. Now I want you to see this pattern here. So I own this. You're like, oh my God, it's going down, bro. I know. Good. Why? Because I owned it over here too. And last time it went down, we bought a bunch right here. And then what? We started selling it, up in here. Why? Because that's the money flow, man. Right there. And so I trade around positions. To most people, that's not trading. They're thinking in and out, in and out, in and out. I ain't ever met anybody that built any wealth doing that. You might find an outlier or two. There'll be this kid and that guy over there. But nobody lives near you did that. You don't know many people. There's very few human beings have built any actual wealth. I'm not saying they didn't make some money. I'm not saying that. I'm saying they changed their life doing that. Very few people. And maybe you're one. If you are, you don't need to listen to me. Go do it. Shit. But what I discovered was this pattern around good stocks that they're going to move. I wrote that shit 6-7 years ago, and yet we see it playing out every day. It's been playing out for since men have been trading things for 5,000 years. The money flow is older than you, and when you're dead, it'll keep playing out. That's why I wrote the book. It wasn't to sell it. Matter of fact, Chris Johnson's the one that got me to sell it. I wasn't going to sell it. I just wrote it so my descendants could read it and understand how I traded stocks. Life worth living is a life worth recording. Point being, I was doing this for years and years and years before I started talking about it. Of putting some on, taking some off, letting it come in, putting some on, letting it run up, taking it off. You say, well, that don't work. Yeah, it does. It does. Long time ago. I've been doing this for a long time. Right? And you'd see this little pattern play out. Stocks getting smashed, setting up, putting up a box, breaking out, then running up, and then we take it off, and then it'd come down. And then sometimes you have a fake one, man. And I always know I got the new guy. He goes, hey, it didn't work here. Maybe we should change it. It's like, bro, you don't work sometimes. We ain't kicking you out. Sometimes you call in sick to work. You ain't even sick. We don't fire you. Why are you changing your trading plan? Because it acts like you. Yeah, man. So we got quasi breakout. It's really a breakout inside of a stage one. We call those gray areas if you have my boot camp. There's a gray area inside a boot camp. It's a breakout like this was, right? But it's still inside of what appears to be a stage one. And we can see the big picture of one, right? Because we know this one was a fake. So we can see it playing out, right? The sideways. And so if you're looking at the pattern, where's it at? Damn, Gerald, get your shit together. Right here. That's not what people want to know, though. What do you think about this stuff? I don't think anything. I think this. That's what I think. This is what I think. It's what I think about everything, this. And if you see it in the book, I say, memorize this pattern you see in the picture. You should see it in your sleep. It's the master key to understanding price movement and the money flow trading system. Now, what you do at these, that's your thing. You want to get short? Get short. All right, do it. If it ain't complicated, put a short position on, put your stop up here. You don't need a fucking class on it, man. It's not complicated, right? There's where you go short, right? Once you learn the money flow, man, you don't need, look, there's where you go short. Where do you put your stop? Up here. And then when are you going to cover it? Well, when it goes into a stage one. And right there, I'd have been busted out of the short. And then what? We could get short again. You could play that game, man. It's not complicated. I show you how to do it in the book. Just because I ain't doing it don't mean you can't do it. You say, why don't you do it? I don't want to. I'm busy. I'm rich. I'm doing other things, man. I own 16 properties, collecting rent, remodeling. I do other things, man. I don't mean just rich in money. I mean rich in life. I got other things I enjoy. I can't sit at the computer all day watching these. You can damage yourself being short, man. Don't be a fool about it. Right? You can wake up and this shit's up 45%. You got a real problem. You can go infinitely up. Down goes to zero and it stops. Short can really hurt you, man. And I've lived long enough to see that. I've seen hundreds of people blow out that I know. And yet I'm a multimillionaire. So what I'm doing works. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to keep doing it. Nipsey said 1 brick at a time. Every day, just lay a brick. Every day, lay a brick. He didn't say buy Shiba Inu. Guy sent me today, what do you think about Shiba Inu? I said, it's fine. Should be about 1-2% of your money. How much Bitcoin you got? He said, none. I said, bro, you're just an idiot, man. I don't know what to tell you. And maybe you're not an idiot, but let me help you. If you own that and don't own Bitcoin, you're just dumb, bro. You're living dumb, man. I don't know what I need to cut right to the chase. They probably been babying you your whole life. Oh, you're all right. No, you ain't. You ain't all right. You're living stupid. It's not all right. You do not have enough money. You do not deserve weekends off. You are broke. That's what you need to hear. You are broke. And you can't do that, man. You can't run around buying dumb shit when you haven't built a base. They need to be told that directly, right to their face. You're being a fool. Why? Because there's too many other people patronizing people. Too many other people giving people excuses. Oh, it's the government, it's the rich, it's this. Yeah, you're black, you're Hispanic, you're an immigrant. It's all stacked against you. Bullshit. Bullshit. Number 1, how you think is everything. Number 10, take full responsibility. That's it. You don't lump yourself into a group. You're not limited by other people's limitations, man. People like me, people like us. Man, I grew up in a trailer park. You know what I did? I moved. They let you do that in America. You can just move. You say real estate's so expensive here. Move. So on space, oh, but that would require some actual shit, man. You got to put your action behind your mouth. We don't want to do that. So, look, there's your targets on space. I'd be a buyer today. I'd be a buyer. That much gathers more on every plane of existence, and that loss leads to greater loss is equally true. Mind is creative, and conditions and environment, and all experiences in life are a result of our habitual, predominantly mental attitude. The attitude of mind necessarily depends upon what we think. Therefore, the secret of all power and all achievement and all possession depends upon our method of thinking. So whenever you see like markets crash, you never hear me say, oh, this is killing me. I don't put those words out. It's not killing me. It's giving me opportunity. Flip it. Did Prague hold? Look at the little pop we had on Prague. We'll see if it holds. It's up about 50%, man. That thing was up 50% in 2 days. So there was our breakout yesterday, right? This is it, you know, these are dangerous stocks, man. This is a penny stock, man. You can't get overweighted in these things because they can go down. Then they become a big hole. But look, what if this thing by this time next year works its way back to $7? Did any of this really matter? No, didn't really matter. Now, let me show you something else. Sometimes I tell people, take some off when it hits the RSI, and they say, yeah, but I'm underwater. Nobody cares. The money flow doesn't care, bro. That's the pattern. Sideways, up, sideways, down, sideways, right? Up, and then what? A little trickle, and now we're headed up. So in other words, you should have been taking some off there, even if you were underwater, if you're trading. Now, I do make a few exceptions on stocks that if I'm still trying to accumulate. Right? But I got to understand when it hits that RSI, it's coming down, dude. It don't matter what price you paid for it. It's coming down. This is the hardest concept for people to get, man. They have such a hard time selling something they're down on. Dude, you're already down. The count balance ain't going to be any different, man. So even Uber, like we talked about this, I said, I'm not selling it, but guess what? It's probably going to pull back some. You know, how far? I don't think it pulls back much. Why? Now we're talking fundamentals. I just studied fundamentals. So I'm combining my knowledge of the money flow and fundamentals, right? So look, completed swing trade, right? Where did it stop? Right at previous high. Isn't that what we teach? Isn't that the money flow? Right? Isn't that it right there? When price goes sideways, it runs up, goes sideways, comes down, runs over. So when this breaks out, where's it going? Where it was before, this stage 3. Except this isn't played vertical like you show here. It's at an angle, man, either going up or going down. And the guy says, you think this will help me with options? I don't know. Does price movement help with options? Yes, it helps with everything, man. This is how I buy and hold. Let me pull this up over here. Let me pull something up. I was showing this in our trade group last night. Hold on, E-Trade's moving slow. Yeah, hit like, you greedy bastards. I got people follow me, John, I love your book. They don't even click like on a post. They're so lazy. I'm like, really? Let's see. Some of you follow 1,000 people. Why are you following 1,000 people, man? That's fucking stupid. You can't even interact with 1,000 people, man. You're following 25,000 traders. Why are you following 25,000 traders? That don't make any sense, man. You can't even comprehend what I'm doing. Why are you adding other ones? So look at Pepsi. Now let's look at McDonald's. So if you look at these are all green, right? Market's pulling back, 129. This is an example I was given. Notice that positions get smaller and smaller and smaller. Why? They're newer, okay? So if you're in the money flow, if you remember a while back, this is one that I put out, right? And I haven't talked about it. So if you've been in last 6-7 months, I haven't talked about it. Why? It hasn't been back on sale. So when did we buy this? On 11/17, I bought 50 shares. IRM. Let's look that up. Maybe I'm bullshitting, right? Maybe I'm full of shit. So let's look. IRM on what was it? 11/17 of the year 20. So last year, 11. Let's look. IRM. Iron Mountain. We got to back it up, bro. Let's go to a weekly. Back it up. So in December, right here. Now, each one of these is a week. So when you see this sideways here, that was crazy sideways on the daily, right? Each one of these bars is 1 week. So when am I looking at buying this? And this is on a weekly. It's fractal. These money flow games play out. Well, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4 decline. And so in a week, it went from $28 and it fell to $24. At $24, this thing was 50% undervalued. That's what, according to TipRanks and Yahoo and E-Trade and all the analysts, right? Had an 8% dividend yield. So what do? I start buying. I do this with brand new money. This is a brand new position in my buy and hold portfolio. I ain't got a lot of, I'm putting money in as it comes, right? So I buy 50 shares at $26. Now where are we at today? We're up 69%. That don't change my life, but I'm gonna own this the rest of my life. So I bought it again. I bought 10 shares when? 11/30. That was about a week later. Why? I put more money in the account. It's still on a buy. It hasn't broke out and ran yet. And when did I buy again? On the 27th. So what am I doing? You see, I'm drip buying, right? Every day around this time frame. And then what? I'm done. It took off. It took off on me. Now look, that's a dividend payment, dividend payment, dividend payment. So these are just dividend payments. And the dividend went up 17%, 4%, 68%. You say, why didn't I buy anymore? Because it took off, man. Look at this run it went on. It was no longer on sale. So what do? I just hold it. That much gathers more is true in every plane of existence. And that loss leads to greater loss. So when am I want to buy it? Stage 1s. So now if I'm looking at my portfolio, is this what I'm buying? No. Let's go to the daily. Is this a deal right now? Not yet. I don't want to buy this till it comes down, man. But what else could be a deal inside of my buy and hold? Ooh, look at Coca-Cola. It's come down. Starting to build a box. It's on the RSI, sitting at the 200. Right? Look, everything's lining up. So if I go to TipRanks and I say, what's Coca-Cola worth? Now, if it's true value right now, I don't want to buy any, right? So this is how every day I put money in my buy and hold accounts. And this is how I go through this little process of looking at the portfolio, using my brain. Okay, they say it's worth $17 more. All right, that's good. If it's 10% or less, I'm not that interested. And can we see the money flow pattern playing out? Yeah, sideways, up. See, this one didn't get me. I didn't buy here. Why? It ain't that cheap, man. It's like 8% undervalued. Now we're at 10, 15. All right. So as we sell off and we build this, to be honest, I'd rather it come down here. You say, Gerald, you want a stock you own to go lower? Yes. I want to go so fucking low that all of you sell it. It ain't going to happen, though. It's Coca-Cola. It's only going to go so low. I'd love to see it. That's another 5% right here. But that means this is going to come down 5%. Well, the only reason that I only have $3,000 of it is because it's a new position. But now it's selling off again. So what do I get a chance to do? I get to buy some more. I'm not just buying to buy. I'm buying when it's on sale, below 15% below value, at least on a dividend stock. I need it below 15%. I need it to go into a stage one, right, which is the money flow. Oh, you thought we were just trading? No, we're not just trading. This is how you build wealth for life, bro. Right here. You're picking up shares right here. And it may be one share. It's fractal. You might buy one. And Chris Johnson buys a 10,000. You're both buying the same thing. This is not trading. Because I'm not going to fucking sell it because it sells off. That's not typically what people think of inside of trading. Because I want it to sell off. I don't want to sell any. I want to buy it. Do you see the money flow pattern? Like you can see it, right? Clear as day. Gets a little tricky in here. That don't matter because up here, it's fair value. What do they think it's worth? $62. I'm not buying Coke at 56 if it's only worth 62. That's not enough, man. That's tying my money up, man. So what else is on sale? Let's look at AEP. Oh, man, look at this. Look at this money flow pattern. Right? So we can see the pattern. So if this is in my buy and hold, what do I see? Stage 4, there's your stage 1, there's my breakout, runs up. Look what happens here. So let's go see. What do they think AEP's worth? Would I be buying it at 90? Hell no. They say it's worth $96. So at 90, that's not enough for me to want to buy it in my buy and hold. So what am I going to do? I'm going to be patient because all stocks sell off. All of them. Every single fucking stock in planet Earth goes into a stage 4 at some time. Amazon, all of them. And you wait, and as you live life through the money flow, watching, keeping an eye open, spending most of your time on mindset, on long-term visions, writing down your goals, getting good at your job, creating high-income skills, you're building this. And in 20 years of playing this game, you have millions of dollars in the stock market. That's what happens, man. Trading aside, that's what happens when you do this. And I know that works. I'm living evidence, man. I do it every day. And so, like, look, this is a new position. RTX. I don't have that much, man. So if I come across, I'm up $46, meaning I'm a pretty good stock picker. So when I put that stock out there, very quickly, it took off. Why? Other guys like me saw that RTX was undervalued by 40, 50%. So as soon as I got money in it, it took off. Well, guess what? Next year, it might come down, or 2 years from now, 3 years from now, whatever. Here's the one, Amgen, I'm down 5%. Well, I was up like 15%. That's a new position. Pays a 4% dividend. Well, let's look at Amgen today. This is one I bought yesterday. If you're on my text list, I sent you a text. I bought one share. One. Why? I was playing that this was forming a box. Comes back up. Here's my box. We're below the 20. What do they think Amgen's worth? This is right out of the free ebook, Dogs of the Dow. Yeah, they only got a 442. Now, this is one I disagree with them a little. I think it's worth more. You know, if you're just starting trading, you might not disagree. Like, you might want to hone in on why you disagree. You know what I mean? One of the reasons I disagree, this is a dog of the Dow. This bad boy's going back to 200. So I want to build it up. Now, what's something that could happen? Look at BX. Look at this stock, man. It's just gone up and up and up and up. I haven't bought any in a long time. But look, I've trimmed it. I'm up 316%. It's $20,000. And this is in this account. I have other 4 accounts, remember? So I've been trimming this over the years. I used to have a lot more shares. To do what? Fund some of these down here. So maybe I put in $200 today and I trim 2 shares. That gives me $400 and I